So we're asking greatergood.berkeley.edu. I'm reading from this one. You're probably not gonna see it centered because it's not designed for reading, but let's go. What is mindfulness? Mindfulness means maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensation, and surrounding environment through a gentle, nurturing lens. Mindfulness also involves acceptance, meaning that we pay attention to our thoughts and feelings without judging them, without believing, for instance, that there's a right or wrong way to think or feel in a given moment. When we practice mindfulness, our thoughts tune into what we're sensing in the present moment rather than rehearsing the past or imagining the future, which you all know. The past brings depression, the future brings anxiety, which is why mindfulness helps if you have some of these mental health issues. And we've been through this in my anxiety videos long ago. Though it has its roots in Buddhist meditation, a secular practice of mindfulness has entered the American mainstream in recent years, in part through the work of Jon Kabat-Zinn and his mindfulness-based stress reduction (MBSR) program, which he launched at the University of Massachusetts Medical School in 1979. Since that time, thousands of studies have documented the physical and mental health benefits of mindfulness in general and MBSR in particular, inspiring countless programs to adapt to MBSR model for schools, prisons, hospitals, veteran centers, and beyond. So, this is just name dropping here, but the essence, the essential thing is you learn to listen to your body and where your body is in the present moment and where your mind is in the present moment, and you just try to be in the present moment and not try to be somewhere else, because you're not somewhere else. It involves a lot of breathing, and it involves a lot of practice to be able to, let's say, feel where you are, to be able to recognize that it's not so bad as it looks. It's not so bad. It's not so good as it looks either. It just is. It's a technique that helped me a lot. You can feel your body. You can feel your body throughout certain emotion. You can feel yourself during these emotions, what happens, what changes in your body, and how those changes make you feel without having to lash out or be angry at someone else. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty chilling. It's pretty relaxing. I will do some, if anyone's interested, some mindfulness exercises. I will do some guided mindfulness exercises soon, kind of like the ASMR type. That's what I'm thinking of. If you're if you're into that, You'll just have to wait a while, but I just want to know sometime if people would be interested in this. I will have to document myself more on mindfulness, more and more, because I'm just an apprentice. I am not. I am still not able to recline all the time into mindfulness, to be usually mindful. I think the biggest challenge for everyone that practices mindfulness meditation, I think that one is to stay concentrated on your breathing and on nothing for 1 minute. That's one of the challenges I see a lot of spiritual people have. Well, all spiritual people. It's 1 minute is a lot. 1 minute to not think about stuff, it's a lot. Just imagine planking, for example. Imagine planking and not thinking about anything. Your your core is feeling some pain, and it's coming back to you. You're thinking about that pain, you're thinking about the time, you're thinking about, damn, I have to make this. If I don't make this, it's annoying, and I'm weak. And you're trying to make a 1 minute plank. It's hard. But after a 1 minute plank, how do you feel? How do you feel after you manage to do 1 minute plank? You feel better about yourself, right? You feel better about what you can and cannot do. That is mindfulness. That is meditation usually. Not just mindfulness meditation, but that's just meditation usually. You did it, you tried at least, but you managed to try for 1 minute straight, and that's the most you can do, because I don't know if you know, but the attention span is quickly dwindling for all humans, even mine. If you can see how easy I digress, but that's because I think I have ADD. I'm not sure. Usually I can focus on things, but I tend to change my focus as there are a lot of concepts I have to explain when I'm saying a sentence. So I think that's why I'm doing that. You have that brain where you're thinking when you're trying to explain a sentence. Let's say Joe has apples. All right, this is a random sentence. Now, I have to describe why doing. I can describe to you why and what I've thought about when I said Joe has apples. First of all, I thought about Joe. I don't know who really. The only Joe I know is Joe Rogan. That's the only Joe I know right now in this moment, or Joe Pesci, but I don't know how Joe Pesci looks. And has, that means it belongs to him. It doesn't mean that he's holding an apple. He's just has an apple. At the same time, he has apples, I said, right? Has apples. It means he has for sale, he has for buy, he has a stash somewhere. That's what the has means for me. That's the whole. I see more concepts of the world, That's why I think that's what overthinking is, or ADD. I don't know what it is, but sometimes I do enjoy this kind of thoughts. And let's say apples, not apple, because it will provide you immediately to think about the iPhones. But even apples, you would think there's a person that doesn't speak English properly, and he's, instead of saying they have two Apple phones, they have two Apples phones. So that's one of the universes, and then there's one where the apples are green, are red, are sour, are sweet, are expensive, are in short supply because people just kept searching for apples and they didn't find apples, and someone just said, "Hey, Joe has apples," and they all run to Joe to get some apples. You see how easy it is to just go away from a thought? Well, to be at the same thought, but also to have different universal views on it. And all I just said was, Joe has apples. I'm glad you enjoyed this. I'm gonna cut this off and I'm gonna make it in a video. I don't know if this is mindfulness related or just a description of the way I think. This concludes today's excerpt from Writer. Thank you for your watch time, and please do subscribe if you want to listen to more of these ASMR thoughts that I have involuntarily said.